This is another video in the series of Women Are Finally Waking Up. I'm going to just keep bringing you the receipts, my friends.
There are no good men left out there.
Men are trash.
Women just don't really like men anymore.
252, why men piss me off.
Because men are the devil.
Because men are trash.
My problem is that I hate men, you know?
All men are awesome.
If feminism is working, then why are so many women unfulfilled and complaining? Here's some hard truth. We were told that women are thriving, but the numbers say otherwise. Despite liberation, success, and visibility, women under 40 are now 30% more likely to be depressed, 2 times as likely to be on antidepressants. Over 50% of millennial women identify as being chronically anxious or emotionally burned out. And despite having more freedom, education, and income than any generation before them, more women are single, childless, and deeply disconnected than ever before.
Yeah. You know, a lot of you guys sort of relish in this fact that the women are actually losing. But in reality, we are all losing. Society is losing. We have become so divided and fragmented that we don't look at the big picture. No one cares about the big picture, really. Everybody's just concerned about, well, what about me? You know, that includes you. You, a lot of you gentlemen that are watching, I read the comments. I know that a lot of you actually relish in the idea that a lot of these women are suffering. But you all have to come to some understanding that none of us are winning if you're not picking the women. And for good reason. It doesn't matter the reasons why. The fact is that you're not finding a mate. You're not capable of passing on your DNA and replicating yourself. You have chosen to walk away from this environment. And rightly so. I do not freaking blame you. Let me repeat. I do not blame you. Because it is much better to not subject yourself to the world that we currently live in, where it all favors a woman when it all goes wrong and when her feelings change, than it is to get involved with a relationship. But I keep bringing you these type of videos simply because I'm hoping that the more and more videos that I do produce and we all sort of share it, that it will wake women up and make them realize that they're not winning. You see, women are not concerned about whether we are winning. No. Please understand that. Men are more concerned about we are not winning. Women are only concerned about their own survival. They do not give a shit about the collective, the society. It's all about, what about me? But what about me? That's women's nature. Men, we build societies for women. Women consume from those societies. And it's always about, I need my share. We know this. But I have to bring this forth. I have to keep it at the forefront of our brains because society as we see it is self-destructing. So my friends, I'm just going to bring you another video displaying how and why women are failing in today's society. All right? So subscribe, like this video on the way in, please, gentlemen. Of course, pick up one of my digital products and start creating your own content today. Listen, my friends, there is no better time to get involved with the content creating market. AI is taking over. And if you can leverage the power of AI and you can create your own content, you will be winning. By the time it totally takes over, at least you would have made some money, right? So this video is entitled From Kite Anna Michelle. And this video is entitled Why Men Are Walking Away from Relationships. All right, so my friends, let's get into it.
Meanwhile, the men that they say that they want aren't vanishing, they're just retreating. Not because they hate women, but because the women they meet are incapable of putting their relationship over their ego. I often hear things like, every time I lead, I get told that I'm controlling, so I stop showing up altogether. Or the moment I show standards, I'm told that I'm toxic. But if I have none at all, then I'm seen as weak. More importantly, I don't need a woman who makes 6 figures. I need a woman who respects my effort. These aren't just complaints. They are cries, pleas from good men who are tired of being shamed for wanting peace, mocked for desiring femininity, and completely dismissed for leading with character over clout. Modern feminism told women to be strong, independent, untouchable, and then blamed men when connection disappeared. But the deeper truth in all of this is that women didn't just lose men, good men. They lost themselves. They traded virtue for visibility, wisdom for vibes, respect for rebellion. And now, in the name of empowerment, many are exhausted, guarded, and confused as to why no men seem to stay. And they justify this under the common belief that there are no good men.
That's the vital part right there. Women lost themselves. What does that mean? Women lost their feminine identity. They decided they needed to step into the footsteps of men in order to show men how amazing they are, because that's what feminism have convinced them that they should do. They need to display masculine traits in order to show men that they are just as powerful as men. In essence, becoming the very thing that they're trying to freaking attract, not realizing that that thing don't want something like them. In other words, men don't want another man. Doesn't get any simpler than that. And women still have a hard time trying to freaking identify this simple point. Men do not want another person who acts like them. Do you realize that men are actually not confrontational? Women honestly think that being confrontational is what men are. That's one of their traits. Men are not confrontational. If he has an objection, he will object to it. He will question it, but he does not confront. Let me explain and show you the difference. Let's just say husband and wife in a home, and she wants something done, right? He's on the couch and her car needs washing, etc. The woman walks into the room when the husband is just relaxed and she goes, "Oh my God, my car's been sitting there and it's so dirty. I don't understand why you can't just wash it. It's been there for like 3-4 days now." Number one, that undermines the man. And number two, it's a confrontational statement. The easy thing and the best way to approach that would have been, "Honey, I need to go out right now, but the car's so dirty. You think we have time to wash it, or you think I should just take it to a car wash? Because I know that there's one on the way up. If you're too tired, I can get that done." And you know what? That man would say, "Ah, no worries, sweetheart. See, here's $20. Yeah, just run it through the car wash." Or, "You know what? I'm going to get to it later on today, I promise." That's it. But the first way is how the woman choose to, number one, belittle the man and confront him for not doing what she wanted instantaneously or within her schedule. That's the difference. And women think that that is how they dominate. That's how they should talk to a man. But a man would never talk to another man the way she addressed it, because it's a sign of disrespect. Because women just don't understand how men communicate with each other in order to avoid confrontation. When two men are together, the one thing that we're constantly doing is to avoid confrontation, because we know the outcome of confrontation to two men could result in physical altercation, which can ultimately end up in one of us getting hurt bad. And one of the reasons why most women don't know that is because they've never been hit by a man the way men hit men. Now, based on what this woman said, I'm going to show you now women really suffering on TikTok.
Is anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to wait. I'm so stressed. How you can't look out into the world, into the people of this country, and see what's happening. And how hard we're all fighting for rights not to be taken away from people. I go from hysterically crying 1 minute over the pain of this situation, and then hysterically crying the next minute, watching so many people come together and women from around the world supporting us and cheering us on. I am 48 years old and I have never experienced anything like this and never thought I would in this country. It's like I can feel the pain and the fear from every single person. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to get through the next couple days. Who knows how long this is going to take.
If she had a husband who was there to console her and say, hey, babes, don't worry. It's going to be okay. Relax. It's going to be all right. But she don't. She's out there all alone, full of tattoos, freaking nose rings. She's played the game and thought that she could freaking just get through this whole thing until the end of life. Be that strong and independent woman until she isn't. Now, which eligible man she's going to find that wants a woman who's covered in freaking tattoos and, nose ring and just, no.
I can't believe that I'm 28 years old and I have nothing to show for it. Nothing. What the fuck have I done? My entire life. What have I done? Because I have fucking nothing, you guys. I have nothing. I have never had my own place to live. I've never had a fucking car or a career or a relationship. Nothing. If it wasn't for the kindness of my family and friends, I'd be on the fucking street. Do you know that? I'd be on the fucking street. I have tried to plant my feet somewhere and make something last. I have tried to find somewhere where I could settle down and build a fucking foundation for my life. I have tried over the past 10 years and nothing ever fucking worked. It is so fucking pathetic. I don't know how else to put it. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck have I done? How is it that I'm 28 years old? I have fucking nothing. It's fucking embarrassing, dude. I look around me, everybody fucking else has a place to live, has a family and friends and a fucking career and some sense of stability in their lives. I have nothing. And I have tried and I have tried and fucking tried. Have I not fucking tried? Seriously? And for what? For what? To be at the fucking mercy of this world, with nothing to show for it, with nothing at the end of the day. I can't believe my fucking life, you guys. I can't believe it. The only good thing that I have is this fucking TikTok account. The only people who give a fuck about me besides a select few in my life are you guys. If it wasn't for this account, I would be fucking nothing. I would just be some fucking loser on the street with absolutely nothing going for them in life. Truly, I would. I don't know what else to say. This is my fucking life.
You hit low when TikTok is your only survival mechanism. Oh, gosh. Wow. 28 years old, she's in the danger zone, my friends. She is at the cusp. This is the beginning of the reality that she's now going to start to face. This is when men are not really buying her drinks at the bar anymore. This is when she's not getting the looks that she used to get when she was 19, 20, 21, 24. This is reality, also known as the wall. That's why I keep telling you all, especially you young ladies, I'm hoping to get through to a lot of the young generation right now because there's hope for you all still. I have an 18-year-old daughter who's starting to date, etc. And I'm just telling her, you should be seriously involved with a guy by the time you're 21. And I mean seriously, the next 2 years subsequently, you should be married. You don't want to be over 24 years old and not involved with a guy seriously to get married in the next year or two. There is no so-called whole phase. There's no so-called partying, blah. None of that shit. She says, okay, daddy, yes, I understand, 100%. Because this is the problem that a lot of these women are now facing. They fucked away their young years, and now reality slaps the shit out of them right now.
Hearing some men on this app talk about they would never date a single mom with children, as if they are some magical golden prize. Pointing out that single moms just come with baggage. Meanwhile, Jerry, you're in 3 situationships. Let's talk about your little carry-on baggage there, shall we? And I'm going to speak from experience here. Yes, there are some women out there who are toxic, who have not done their healing. I'm not going to deny that. But that's a human issue, not a single mom issue. And last I checked, healing is individual. And by you lumping all single moms into a category just shows your lack of emotional maturity. So trust me when I say you don't have to worry about this single mom looking twice at you. Because looking at your profile, I'm almost certain that I would run circles around you any day of the week.
Okay, that got personal very quickly. Jerry, you do you, buddy. You do your situationships. You do your thing, brother. Do not freaking fall for her so-called shaming party. You don't have baggage when you have a situationship. Situationship basically means that you can pick whatever you want and drop it off when you no longer want it. That's what a situationship is. And it's on both sides. And so please don't think that I know it's just on one side. A situationship is temporary. It's just a temporary situation. A kid is a permanent liability. Permanent liability. You cannot equate the same, miss. I'm sorry. So you out here trying to shame the man because he don't want to get involved with you because you have a child. He is smart. You are desperate. You cannot compare your life to his. Your life is screwed. Get a good job. Buckle down. Get your baby daddy back in the picture. Kiss his ass and get your life together because there's no men out here coming to save you. And you will need the help, my friend. Winter is here. These women coming up will show you that winter is here.
I don't know how else to put this, but I feel like I'm failing at life. Every single aspect. I am 25, and I have never been more unhappy. I don't have a relationship, which is fine, but I also don't feel like I have friendship.
God, I hate when women say that. I don't have a relationship, but it's fine. I don't have a job, but it's fine. I don't have a boyfriend, but it's fine. It's not fine. The reason you hear freaking crying is because it's not fine. So why would you say it's fine when we all know it's not fine? Make that shit make sense. Make it make sense. It makes no freaking sense. Why do you all say that? You come on here, you cry about a situation, and then while describing the situation, you keep saying it's fine, but you're crying. How the hell does that make sense? Oh, you're just trying to be tough? Oh, it's fine, but it's fine. I got a big gash across my chest. I'm bleeding out. But you know what? It's fine. Wow. This idea that I need to freaking just show that I'm okay. You're not freaking okay. That's the reason why you're on TikTok crying.
Friendships. I'm failing at my job and just being made to feel like,
oh, but I'm fine. But I'm fine. No, you're not freaking fine. You're failing at your job, so you cannot be fine.
I'm not good enough. The few relationships I have with people in my family honestly just don't feel very healthy for me. I just want to put this out there and be vulnerable for anyone who feels that way to know that you're not alone. Coming from someone who thought she did it all. I've got 3 million people on here, but somehow I'm still failing at everything.
Yeah. So you're not fine. And even though you got 3 million people out here, it shows you that TikTok is not the answer to your problem. You need a man in your corner who can say to you, hey, babes, listen, you're down right now. I got this. Don't just relax. I got this. I'm here for you until you can get back on your feet. I got you. You need to change your job? Okay, listen, let's just plan. Let's save enough money. I can put in some extra hours. You can start looking for another job tomorrow, and we will work out an exit strategy, and I can support us until you get another job. That is how you live life. This is the shit that you women don't see. But no, I got to be strong and independent, and I don't need no man. Until you do. And you never, ever realize that this is the beautiful part about being in a relationship. This is the essence of having a relationship, is that you have an individual next to you that you are tied to, that help you navigate life.
And when there are a million reasons to give up, I hope you do what I'm doing and you keep going, because maybe it gets better one day. That's what I tell myself.
And all of you all who think that it's going to get better one day, but you don't do anything to change it, it's not going to get freaking better. It's not going to magically get better. If you don't change, nothing changes. The world don't owe you understanding. The world don't owe you the beauty of changing to suit you. Nothing changes until you change.
Hi guys, in case you were wondering, the heartbreak of losing a relationship that actually made you happy and would have worked out is significantly worse than the heartbreak of losing a relationship that made you miserable and want to die. So, I've got that going for me.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that. You should have done whatever it took to hold on to that relationship. Men do not leave relationships until it becomes insufferable, where he just says, fuck this shit, I'm out. I can't do this. This woman is making it difficult. You ladies just have to understand that men are the prize. And when you lose that prize, trust me, life can be horrible.
I may not be doing well mentally, but I'll have you know that emotionally, financially, and physically, I am also not doing well.
I love her honesty.
So it happened again. I had a date cancel on me and we were supposed to go out for dinner tonight as a single mom. So it's a few hours before the dinner. I get a Instagram message that he's not going to be able to make it. He has to bail. This was a guy from my DMs and he's out of town. He said he was coming into town, wanted to take me out for dinner. I said sure, cleared my schedule, made sure that I used one of my 4 free nights a month to meet this guy. And the funny thing is that I knew this was going to happen. I had a feeling a few days ago and told a few friends that this guy was going to stand me up. So I guess at least he had the decency to send me a message and let me know that he wasn't going to make it. I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't think this guy had actually any intentions of coming to my city. I think it was all bullshit and I was just picking up on this really hardcore. But I can't even get a date. I literally cannot even get one date, get people to meet me. I don't understand what it is. I'm not on the dating apps, trying to meet people in real life. Thought maybe I would try my DMs to see if that was an option, like my own personal dating app for all my social media. That's not working. What is it? Like, what am I not getting? What am I doing wrong? What am I not seeing?
You're a single mom. It's like a big freaking bright blinking light. Red. Single mom, single mom, single mom. That's it. That's what you're not seeing? You're serious? Seriously? It's blinking big and bright in every single man's face that you meet.
I'm tired. I've been tired, and not the type of tired that sleep fixes, but the type where you just know you got to keep moving because stopping isn't an option. I feel like everything just keeps piling up, and it seems like no matter how much I do, it isn't enough, and it's frustrating. Like, imagine running, but instead of being on a track, you on a treadmill. You're still fatigued, except the difference is on a treadmill, there is no finish line in sight. And so I think for me, it's like I'm overwhelmed and underwhelmed at the same time. I'm overwhelmed because of everything I feel like I have to do, but underwhelmed because of how little it feels like I have accomplished. And it's tough because I try to remember to be like kind to myself in those moments and to be very careful of what I tell myself in those moments, because it's easy to say like, oh, success isn't just about the big wins or about the breakthroughs. I mean, maybe not, but I would like those. I would absolutely like those. And so the fact that I have to keep reminding myself that like, oh, survival is success too. Sometimes that feels like, oh, I'm just saying that to make myself feel better, but I am, because I have to feel better. And so I try to give myself some credit, and you should give yourself some credit too for every step you take forward, especially because folding is always an option. And I love that quote that says, like, why would I give up today when tomorrow may be the day that I win? Because that's really what I'm holding on to. And maybe it seems naive to some people that you would keep going, but I have to. And so I'm confident that I'm not alone in that. I want you to know that you're not alone in that either. Like, we have to keep pushing through. I'm proud of you, and you're doing better than you think.
Are you guys seeing a pattern here? A lot of these women are using TikTok as their place for therapy, either dishing it out or getting it back. Oh, this is my family, my TikTok family. Oh, guys, hanging there. Tomorrow is going to be better. And ladies, I want you to be very cognizant of the fact that this is no different than relying on AI as your therapist, as your girlfriend, boyfriend, as your companion. This is the same shit. You have a digital companion that is consoling you. Just because it's coming from a variety of different individuals and not one AI bot doesn't mean that it's any different. It's the same shit because those people are not your friends. They're not real. Just digital zeros and ones coming into you and you're responding. It's the same feeling you're going to get from ChatGPT. You have to realize I have a problem. I am wallowing in my loneliness. I do not have a solution to the problems that are in my head, that are ruminating my head. Let me find someone, a mentor, a guide, someone at work that could recommend me to someone, a therapist, anyone in real life that can help you. Let me understand what I'm doing wrong so I can fix it. It's not rocket science, but please stop relying on TikTok for your comfort. I love it when one woman just finally just gave up and said, I'm done.
I wave my white flag and I surrender. I can't do the man-hating thing anymore. Like, I've been a man-hater for so long. Like, they're off. I just can't. Like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I just, like, want to be a lover. I just want to be a lover. I don't want to be a hater anymore. Like, I have a brother. He's really cool. He's an awesome, possum man. I'll give him awesome sauce. Like, he's an awesome sauce, bro. I'm waving and I'm coming peace. There's good men. Can we just believe?
Yeah, there are wonderful men out there. But all of you have chosen the bad boys in your early days. The Chads, the Tyrones, the men that you knew weren't going to be a good pick, but they were exciting. You ignored the average dudes. And then when your hearts were ripped out, when you got pumped and dumped over and over and over again because you kept picking the same men, then you're listening to all of these women on TikTok about how much they hate men and the reasons why men are dogs. Because those same women are doing exactly what you're doing. Getting pumped and dumped by the same guys you have been pumped and dumped by. So of course you hate those guys. Then you wake up and realize, now I need a good man. Now you're waving the white flag. And a lot of these men, they're saying, nope, I'm not taking that chance. I'll go to the Philippines, I'll go to Colombia, I'll go to somewhere else, but not you. You have hurt me. You dismissed me. You bashed me. You humiliated me. You embarrassed me. You destroyed men like me. I've seen it done in divorces many, many times. I've seen men who have given single moms chances and what they had to end up with. I've seen the examples of that. You might say you're different, but I'm not stupid. I've seen the examples of women who've said that they were different and did the same thing, did the same horrible thing to good men. And now that we men are talking to each other, it makes it worse because now we're listening to each other's story. We're learning from each other. Couple that with the point that you and a lot of your friends are telling us about the stories where you're destroying the men, where you're hurting the men, where you're taking advantage of us men. We see it. We are watching your TikToks. Channels like this is sharing the information so that men can wake up. And now you want to wave the white flag and saying, no, 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 I was just joking. I was just joking, guys. I'm exhausted. I got a brother. I could be good. Winter's here. My friends, listen, let me know what you guys think. How do we go from here? I can see that a lot of women are waking up, man. I can feel the tides turning. I can feel it turning. A lot of these women are realizing that they're freaking lonely, that they're not going to make it on their own. This whole new generation they are now waking up and realizing, I'm screwed. I need to change my tone. This feminist shit isn't working. But do you give them a chance? You let me know. Okay? Hit the like button on the way out, my friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, until tomorrow, remember, whenever in doubt, always, always ask an older man. I'll see you soon. Cheers.